Now let's stay on health because a cholera outbreak in the Wutusenya East municipality of the Central Region claimed 8 lives last year. As sanitation conditions continue to deteriorate, residents are expressing deep concern over a potential resurgence of the disease. They are calling on local authorities to take urgent action. ChannelOne News' Akwesiado reports from Kasoa, where officials are describing the situation as a looming crisis.
This is the central business district of the Wutusenya East municipality of the Central Region, and sanitation is one of the key challenges confronting this very area here in Kasoa. So currently where we are standing is the Kasoa Apambas terminal, and just as you can see in your shot, this is a heap of rubbish which have been gathered here for several days, and they have not been collected. The stench emanating from this area is very awful, and so we would want to touch base with the transport operators here as well as passengers to find out what they make of this particular situation and what specifically they would want authorities to do so far as the sanitation situation of Kasoa is concerned.
Yeah, bro, hapa enkaboni toilet inagum. What if you feel whatever? And I define so what my pass is out grana. I bet you know you never go. Now yet you win a go. Private car to meet the border feeling. Sinica, moi, be to her. Yaway, obi to meet the border, but war. May I catch it so only faithful.
Last year's cholera outbreak, which took 8 lives, remains fresh in residents' memories. Many fear history may repeat itself if nothing is done to address the worsening sanitary conditions.
Passing by to see how unkept Kasoa is very heartbreaking. In fact, right now, if you go under this overhead, it has been meant for a dumping site. And you also say it has become normal here in Kasoa, and the food we buy are also sold over there. So if any time we have a situation of cholera, those of us living in Kasoa automatically become scared because it's a powerhouse of cholera.
The petty business we have around, people when they come to sell in the night and they don't go home with their rubbish, they just heap it around and the whole place is smelling. We are about hitting the rainy season. And so when you talk about cholera, it's also a big issue. So I don't know, the whole place is messed up.
Senior Bolano adults 100 years, and 200 more, the Bebano, in 5 the is more than 5.
Health professionals warn that Kasoa's sanitation problem has reached crisis levels.
There are a lot of diarrheal diseases in Kasoa. When you look at Central Region, in terms of the diseases that we have and where they are positioned, in the Wutusenya East, we have the highest number of diarrheal diseases. We have the highest number of typhoid cases. And you don't have to look far to know where it is coming from. Look at our streets, look at our markets, look at our gutters. When cholera came, we had hundreds of our community members coming down with cholera. We had about 8 deaths. Our hospitals are not built, as it stands now, to handle the number of cases that we had during the outbreak. Imagine an emergency that is built for only 10 people, having 20 cholera cases, with only 1 toilet for the patients. You can imagine the disaster that will occur.
The Member of Parliament for the area, Felix Nakoyo Okuno, is calling for stronger enforcement measures to manage waste, particularly in the CBD.
We have located 2 areas that it's been considered as a final disposal site. So we are yet to meet with the chiefs and the owners of the land, then we can pick it up from there. Aside that too, we are open for new technologies that would come on board. I know that there are places that have certain technologies in place that used to collate the refugees, and at the end of the day, they sell it to some of these big disposable companies. They sort them out and then also decompose them. So we would invite the sanitation companies that want to come on board.
Meanwhile, the Municipal Assembly says it is taking steps to curb the growing menace. Municipal Chief Executive Seth Sabasa-Wanubanini spoke to ChannelOne News about planned interventions.
One of the things that we have started doing is to vigorously search for places that we can, if need be, we can acquire to put our containers there, and places that we can easily convert its use to serve this need. Once we are tackling the collection or the moving away of the refuse from the central business district, we must also be thinking about place convenient enough that the people can take the refuse generated there, and our duty will be to rapidly lift those things and make sure that the city is clean.